Do indeed know that.
You got to get out in front of this stuff. Otherwise, people like Howie Carr and Grace Curley, we're going to run with it.
Yeah, we don't, with all due respect to the National Guard, we want to hear from the congressman about this.
We want to hear from the mask police.
It said after he reminded a soldier. Is that what when was the last time you were reminded by a Karen to put on a mask, Grace? That's not what a Karen does.
I was at an arts and crafts store looking for a photo album, and I was 25 feet away from the person, and she told me to put my mask back on. So I said, fine, forget it. And I just left. I didn't make a big stink out of it, but I mean, I was so far away from her, she couldn't hear what I was saying, so I put my mask down a little bit.
Wait, now here's another statement from the general, because we just got this during the break about Keating. It is not fair that he has been put in this position. What position? Did he or did he not, quote unquote, remind a guardsman to put on his mask?
And why would Breitbart run with a story saying that that's the reason this all happened? There's more to this. There's got to be more to this.
Yes, you couldn't. We're going to tweet this. We're going to tweet it out right now. The statement from the press. Taylor, keep calling his office though. We want to talk to him, or we want a statement from him, either confirming or denying that he confronted this guy. And I want to know where it was. Is there a Dunkin' Donuts in the Longworth office building or the Capitol, or was it just some? Where did this incident occur?
Right, because it's not just Massachusetts that's being thrown under the bus for this whole thing, but it's also Dunkin' Donuts. They don't want their name besmirched by this incident.
Incidentally, isn't it Dunkin' now? Hasn't donuts been consigned to the dustbin of history?
Yes, but it doesn't make any sense, Howie, and I'm going to tell you why. It's called Dunkin', but at most places they have a DD, so it's DD, and then they also have Dunkin' signs. So where's the DD if it's not still Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah, this is such a non-story, by the way, is that Jill Biden was dispatched, not Joe, Jill Biden was dispatched today to visit the Capitol to thank the National Guard.
There is a Dunkin' Donuts in the Longworth Cafe.
Okay, that's probably where it was then. Yeah, it was kind of unclear in Breitbart whether it was at the Capitol or in the Longworth office building. But it's okay. That's probably where it was then.
Honestly, Howie, I never thought that was really the reason that they all ended up in the garage. I kind of had a feeling that it was probably just a story that happened at the same time. But it's still.
Well, hold up, guys. We now have a statement from Keating.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Oh, good. What does it say?
Leave it to Breitbart to concoct such a baseless story that's been directly refuted by the National Guard. Yesterday, I was with a large number of people in a coffee shop in the House, some of whom weren't wearing masks.
So it's true.
I commented to no one in particular that this has the ingredients of a super spreader event and we should all keep our masks on. A member of the National Guard chose to loudly refuse. That is the totality.
Good for him.
Over 400,000 people have already died in this country, roughly 4,000 a day due to COVID. And if I were in the same situation today, I would say the exact same thing. We all need to do our part, no matter who we are or what we do.
Keating confirms story. That's the headline I would write. Put that one out too, Taylor.
Howie, in other news, because this is great.
The Howie Carr Show breaks news. Do you think this will be? Let me ask you this, Grace. Do you think this will be in the Boston Globe tomorrow?
Oh no, I've been going on the Globe every day.
Do you think this will be in the Cape Cod Times tomorrow?
No.
Do you think this will be on any of the local TV newscasts tonight?
No.
No.
This will be though, Howie. Tom Brokaw, the broadcast legend, is retiring from NBC News after 55 years.
Does this mean they're going to take away his hotel room where he used to invite up young women, allegedly?
Oh, gosh. How dare you? This is his retirement day. This is his historic day of celebration. Does Tom Brokaw get to not wear a mask today because it's a historic day in his life? 55 years is a long time. He's probably celebrating.
That woman that he invited up to his office, she's having a peaceful protest today of the fact that he's being honored.
Brokaw helmed NBC's nightly news as the anchor and managing editor from 1982 to 2004. Wow.
He
And in
anchored
other
it.
news,
Yeah.
Howie, I know you covered this yesterday on the show that Governor Baker unexpectedly decided to take back the curfews, and I think it starts Monday.
Yeah, they've negotiated a truce with the COVID. It starts at 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. Monday morning. It's safe to go outside. 4:59 a.m. Monday, January 25th. You'll be killed. You'll be dead if you go outside.
Well, he's not the only one. Gretchen Whitmer eases Michigan restaurant restrictions 2 days after Joe Biden inauguration.
What is the difference here? Why is it so different now than it was just a couple of days ago? I just keep asking myself that. What has changed? And they've also changed the measures now, the way you measure whether or not you have a quote unquote infection. Have you noticed that? The new threshold level is going to be much more closer to reality now.
I noticed that they changed the COVID dashboard because I got a call from Howard Lawrence Carr the other day saying, I can't read this new way, the new way they have the chart set up. And then after a long pause, he said, maybe that's the point. And I thought, yeah, probably. Considering you're the only one who really keeps on them about that chart, they're probably just trying to make it confusing enough so that you lose interest. That's not going to happen, though. Anyone who knows Howie knows that he's going to keep checking the charts, no matter how complicated they may be.
774 says, does this mean that Keating is also going to slam Biden for not wearing a mask?
Exactly. That was the whole thing. I retweeted that story and I said, oh, of course it's Massachusetts, a Karen among us. And then somebody tweeted back at me and said, is this guy gonna tell the Biden family? It's such a double standard. And I loved the answer from Psaki. Is that how you say it, Howie? I feel like I keep saying her name wrong.
Yeah, it's Psaki, but I call her Psaki.
Okay. Got it. Saying, oh, it's a celebration, it's a historic day. Oh, okay. That's almost like a Karen Polito, like, oh, I was having a graduation party. What does that mean? What does that mean?
You know what it means. And, I said this last night. I think you said it again today. She said, we're delivering a message to the American people. I get the message. It's the same message Karen Polito delivered. It's the same message Gavin Newsom delivered by going to the French Laundry. The mayors of Austin, Texas, Denver, Colorado, they keep giving us the same message. Marty Walsh from Boston when he went down to the wedding in Weymouth.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Right. We get the message.
I've received the message loud and clear. Howie, I started thinking about all the excuses that they've given, and Biden's is good, but I think Nancy Pelosi's was the best when she got caught and she said it was a setup.
It was a setup.
But her and Biden are both the same in the sense that they don't admit any wrongdoing. They just say, they just ridicule the people making fun of them.
Well, I mean, Biden hasn't been made to answer for it. It's going to be Jen Psaki. I mean, he doesn't go. It's not Biden who goes down to talk with the National Guard. They send the wife down. Pretty soon, it's going to be Major that they're going to be sending out to these events.
Ruh-roh.
Joe, that fool from Massachusetts got us in a jam.
Grace's News is brought to you by Toyota of Portsmouth, the house of value. I absolutely love my new RAV4 XLE that I got at Toyota of Portsmouth. I really do, guys. I've always wanted a car like this. It's so slick and cool, and I have my sunroof and all my gadgets, and it really makes a difference in your life if you're driving a car you love. Toyota of Portsmouth has a huge, sparkling clean showroom and an incredible staff. If you want to lease, if you want to buy, they'll always make you feel comfortable, and they'll help you get the best deal. They are located just south of the Portsmouth traffic circle off 95. Go to toyotaofportsmouth.com or visit them at the showroom and tell them Grace sent you. By the way, Howie, 500 industry professionals demand publishing companies blacklist books by Trump administration officials.
I know. I saw that. Two of those publishing houses where people signed are publishers of my books, Brothers Bulger and Hitman. You think I could get those books published today, Grace? I don't think so.
Well, if I'm a publishing company like Regnery, because I know they have a pretty good reputation for free speech and kind of sticking with that, I would be so excited right now. I'm like, oh, so, it's the old Michael Jordan expression. it's been attributed to him. Sometimes people say it wasn't him, but he said Republicans buy sneakers too. And it's like, Republicans read too. So whoever gets these books and has the cojones to actually publish them is going to make money, because Republicans buy the books and they don't just put them on their coffee table. They actually read them. So if I was part of a publishing company, I'd say, good, let all of these, Simon and Schusters not publish these books, and we'll publish them and actually make some money.
The interesting thing about the Brothers Bulger, Grace, at least to me, I kind of made Keating out to be a hero in there. There's 10 pages of that book is about Keating's campaign for the Senate presidency.
Howie, you had no idea how much of a hero he truly is until now.
He confronted that guy.
He reminded him.
He
remind you
that
of something.
denier, that deplorable. He told him to put the mask back on. Another courageous move. After 27 years ago, he confronted Whitey Bulger. Yesterday he confronted a Massachusetts National Guardsman and told him to put his diaper on.
This always makes me think to myself, there's something that people should learn at a very young age, and it's mind your damn business. This guy, Keating, I don't care what he says or how he says he would go and do it again. If he hadn't said anything, he wouldn't have woken up today with the biggest headache of a PR disaster. But he had to stick his nose in it, and he had to get up in the guy's grill and tell him to put his mask on or whatever. He says he didn't, whatever. But I'm just saying, if you just minded your business and went about your day, none of this would be an issue. But you had to say, we really all should have our masks on.
As Hank Williams Sr. once said, minding other people's business seems to be high tone. I got all that I can do just to mind my own.
Amen.
Okay, I'll see you later for Police Blotter Facts Friday, Grace.
Thanks, Howie.
Listen up. This is the best deal you're going to be offered all week. Have you been thinking about buying one of the Eden Pure Gen 30 space heaters? There it is right there if you're on social media. Or the Thunderstorm air purifier. I'm holding that one up in my hand. Well, until Friday, you don't have to buy one or the other. You could get both. With code word Thunder, you will get a free Thunderstorm when you purchase the Gen 30 space heater. Home heating bills are about to start skyrocketing, potentially costing you hundreds of dollars a month. Eden Pure Gen 30 heater will save you up to 50% on your heating bills. The Eden Pure Gen 30 Classic Infrared heater uses state-of-the-art infrared heat to warm you to the core. It's even been proven to keep you warmer than your furnace and save you money on your heating bills every month. The Gen 30 heater doesn't dry out the air in the room. That helps prevent dry skin. If you have pets or young kids around, you don't need to worry about the heater catching on fire. Go to EdenPure.com and put in code word Thunder. That's nearly a $100 savings, and shipping is free too. Buy the Eden Pure Gen 30, and with code word Thunder, you'll get a free Thunderstorm air purifier as well. EdenPure.com. You'll never be cold again, and you'll never smell that odor again. EdenPure.com, code word Thunder. I'm Howie Carr.